What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion about technical fundamental as well as trading psychology. And if there is any live trade, we'll jump on a trade. We'll be watching the market, analyzing, and any trade will jump on the trade if it's appearing in the market. So this is a very important session as this is the first day of trading week, and first day and last day is always my lucky day, and these are the days that I open most amount of trade, including all other days. So before I begin this session, make sure guys you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Make sure you press that bell button so the next time you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing, including this live session and many other analysis that you can get from this channel. So let's begin with some of the important instrument giving us significant trading opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Hopefully that everyone can hear me. Before I begin, make sure you use the live chat to ask any question if you have. So I see on the screen is the dollar yen. Let's see what's happening with dollar yen. Now previous session we have seen that dollar yen has formed a doji. Now this session this candle is going to close. What we have seen that dollar yen just has broken an important level of resistance zone and then tested the 20 EMA, has been again rejected to the downside. Now the way dollar yen price has formed, to me it is another preparation for a drop. Looks like that yen this week also might remain bullish. Now this is 4-hour time frame. Now let me tell you the multi-time frame aspect, and then I'll jump onto this lower time frame again, as there is a candle close coming up on 4-hour in 21 minutes. Let's see what might happen. We can expect what to do in this instrument. Now looking at monthly, first of all, as you can see, always I look at the bigger picture first, monthly, weekly, and then I look at daily, 4-hour for an entry opportunity. Now what we see that dollar yen from the monthly, this is in fact a long-term bearish market. Now starting from this, you see that this is a historically high price on the monthly, created this move, a big impulse followed by this correction. Now this is the language of the market. Keep in mind that once you know that, it becomes much easier for you to know in fact which way to trade, because there are two things. The most important part is which way to trade and when to trade. Once you can answer these two questions, it becomes much easier for you to pull out profit from the market every single day. So we see that starting from here, this is the impulse on the monthly, this is the correction. Now this language of the market is applicable in all time frame, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 4-hour, monthly. So this is how we read the market. So the first thing, let's say if you are a boy and girl goes to kindergarten, the first thing they learn is to how to read. Similarly, as a trader, in fact, probably probably you are in kindergarten or year 1. That means that if you begin trading a year ago, you are in kindergarten. So kindergarten of trading. So that means that first thing you need to learn is to read the market. So we see that there is an impulse followed by this correction. Now it is another impulsive phase. Now if we take our Fibonacci from starting of this move to the end of the move, we see that the market has gone 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is considered as minimum Fibonacci level, and from that zone we have seen that dollar yen has a strong rejection. Now with that rejection, it's look like that it will create a new lower low, because it's a starting of a new trend on the monthly. And at the same time, we see that dollar yen was in fact respecting this monthly 20 EMA. You can see that this is the monthly 20 EMA, and because every time the price in the past 2 months you have seen that touched, gone up, we could see what I think that dollar yen highly likely that will test this monthly 20 EMA again, and will give us a buying opportunity later. But for the time being, what I think that we could see further drop the way it is forming current price action. Now if I look at the weekly, we can see that there's a weekly middleman has formed, and there was a big impulse on the weekly. Now with that, this is the weekly middleman, and what I see that today, after retest of this level, because this level that just we have drawn, this line is quite significant, because you can see that this is where this doji has formed a weekly and opening and closing zone, and also this is the top of this doji. So it's a quite significant level, acted here in the past as a resistance, support, acting here as a resistance, and from that resistance level we can expect dollar yen to be rejected. Now let's see how much we can expect in the first move. What I think that initially we can expect at least around, I think that around 50 pip move we can expect to the downside before going up or even dropping further. Looking at daily, now this is the daily. As you can see, the price has just crossed the daily high. Okay, this is the daily high, the doji is high, and because you see that the trend direction is down, okay, the price just crossed the daily high, the previous day's high. So there is a liquidity in it, because every day's high always have a liquidity. And you can see that in this daily movement there is only one green candle. It's not related to this movement, can provide significant level of liquidity, and we see from that zone the price has primarily been rejected to the downside with a strong candle. So we see monthly, weekly and daily aligning for a short-term or long-term bearish setup on dollar yen. So let's look at now for the lower time frame. Now this is where I see that dollar yen is we see the dollar yen is just grab liquidity on the 4 hour, and we can see the market now slowly trying to form a bearish engulfer, and this is the level that I am expecting dollar yen at least to come or even break this low, which is let's say, yeah, around same number of pips we can expect from this zone to that direction on dollar yen to continue to drop, and this is highly likely to happen in the next couple of hours. So I will be waiting on dollar yen for this candle close to see in fact if we have any trading opportunity on this one. And let me know in the chat, guys, which one you are trading so that I can look at. Now dollar yen, I see that bearish, and we'll be jumping on other instruments very soon. And in the meantime, make sure that you can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Can you let me know in the chat? Can you let me know in the chat that you can hear me or no? I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Good morning. And this one is causing any kind of... Okay. Can you let me know in the chat, guys and girls, that you can hear me, so that I know exactly I'm reaching to everyone. So you see the dollar yen, as you can see, it has also grabbed liquidity from the resistance, and there is a very high probability now dollar yen to at least drop to this level, which is a very, very high probability trading opportunity. Good morning. Thank you. Gold update. Okay, good morning, coach and the trading community. Harry, thank you for joining here. And Jua, gold update. Okay, so everyone needs gold update. Thank you. I'll also need gold update. Okay, so yep. Okay, let's look at gold now. Now gold, let me tell you what happened. Gold, now gold, as you can see, the previous session has formed a bearish engulfer. Now this is what exactly expected in my previous weekly forex forecast. Also in the analysis, looks like that gold is doing exactly as it is. Now first let me tell you that why did I predict it in that way and how gold is doing exactly according to the analysis. Now you can clearly see that let me replay this chart on gold to see in fact how we have done this. Now this is the, you can see this is the last day's candle on gold that has closed last day of trading week, and we saw that gold in fact has formed this candle, and in the weekly forex forecast and in the analysis gold is predicted to be bearish. Now why did I predict it to be bearish? What did I look at? Firstly, as you can see that gold has formed series of lower high, okay, along the zone, these long wick candles, and at the same time we see that there is one candle, this one, and series of lower high with a strong liquidity grab, and with that series of lower high we saw that gold has formed a double top formation here. Okay, with the double top gold has completely broken to the downside. Now this kind of breakdown, when you see that the price is not being able to break an important level, you see that in majority of the case the price will drop further lower. Now if I look at the higher time frame weekly, this is the weekly candle that just closed, and today there is a new opening. And where did I look at? If you closely look at, you can see that there is a resistance level here. Okay, this is the resistance here, and we saw that gold in fact has broken this resistance on the weekly and formed this doji. Now when you see in fact gold create this kind of liquidity grab from the top, okay, we see that normally in most cases you can expect you can see that the price has grabbed liquidity from this resistance level. Now with that liquidity grab, gold has been rejected to the downside. Now if you closely look at what you can see, that because it grabbed a strong liquidity, we can expect gold now to continue to drop. Now from the higher time frame perspective, we see that there is a high probability for gold to drop. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we can see that gold is currently showing a bearish momentum. Now if I replay the chart, what we can see that if we closely replay the chart, we see that gold has you can see that there is a initially the price has crossed the previous one's high, okay, exactly from this previous support turn resistance here. Okay, we see that this is the support here which turn resistance here. Okay, what we see that gold has been dropped to that level, created this long bearish engulfer. Now with that being said, as you can see that once I have seen that price action gold has done that, there is a trade alert immediately sent to the Gbpusd students. Now we are on a trade on gold as expected. As I have analyzed, I sent the same trade alert to the students who are trading with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now why? Because what I say is what I do. As I mentioned that before starting this session, what I saw that gold in fact showing a very strong pressure on selling as per analysis, and exactly I have sent this trade alert at 1975.5. we have sold gold and stop loss, very tight stop loss, 1978.75. this is the stop loss, and we have kept 2 times profit, which is at 1968. with because the tight stop loss, you can see that we can easily gain 2 times profit target. Currently we are running in good profit on gold. This is the trade just early, couple of hours earlier, I think 2 hours earlier, sent to the students, and I'm looking forward to have to take full profit on this trade. This trade is sent to the VIP Telegram channel. As I mentioned that before I start this session, this gold has given this trade alert, and I even didn't have, because whenever the market giving us an opportunity, I love to take the opportunity, because this is the right trading psychology. Being patient, wait for the right trade to come to you, and then jump on a trade, because trading is all about probability. And we can see that this market, as you can see from the lower time frame perspective, it's slowly breaking down. Now you can see closely here, the market is creating series of lower high along this direction. Now with that series of lower high, what I'm expecting, gold market to continue to drop and to give us a full profit target in it. So this is how I love to trade. When there is an opportunity, grab it. Now if you, as I mentioned, that if you want to really have this kind of trade alert to be sent to you as well, be part of this great trading community, then there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So let's look at now what else, what we can look at. Let me know in the chat, guys, which one you are trading. I'm okay, thank you very much. Euro AUD, Eliezer, yes, thank you very much. CAD CHF, yeah, absolutely loud and clear from South Africa. Thank you, hey, sir. Here properly, thank you. Good morning, sir, and everyone, thank you. Good morning for joining this live session. So let's look at now what other instrument giving us trading opportunity. Looking at the 4 hour on Gbp USD. So let's look at Gbp USD, looking at the daily. Now from the daily perspective, we can see that Gbp USD, looking at the monthly, first of all, what we see that from the monthly perspective, Gbp USD has initially rejected from this support level, okay, created this big impulsive move to the upside. Okay, now with that impulse from the weekly, we can see that Gbp USD has formed a doji. Now in the weekly forex forecast, this is what exactly expected on Gbp USD, that the price to create a bullish price action. Now what we see that on GU, after this big doji from this support, okay, this is the big doji followed by a middleman. So with this middleman, we can see that there is a doji has been formed here. Now with that doji formation, we saw that GU in fact created this movement to the upside. Now what we can expect on GBP, what I think that as the price has opened with a gap, okay, with this gap opening, what I think that GBP will continue to rise, because this market is a long-term bullish market. You can see it very well. Okay, so you see that it is a long-term bullish market. There is a big bullish candle here, and this is the weekly candle. You can see that there's a gap opening and the price is pushing to the upside. Now with that movement, what I think that because it's a gap opening and this is an important level of support, GBP is likely to continue to rise. Now if I look at further bigger picture on the monthly, we can see that this is also what exactly expected, the price to continue to rise. Now from the monthly, what we see that this is the monthly level of support here. There is a strong, this current monthly candle we have seen, the price has dropped completely to the downside, grabbed the liquidity and created this big monthly impulse. Now with that impulse, initially we have seen the price has reached this monthly resistance level, okay, where there is a strong resistance zone, and primarily we have seen a rejection to the downside. Now if I look at the weekly, we can see that again, going back to the weekly, this is a bull market, and the market, you can see the previous week we saw there was a gap opening and created this big, shooting star on an important level. Now when you see a shooting star on an important level, we can expect the price to continue to rise. Now if I look at the daily, what we see that from the daily perspective, the market has created this impulse on the daily, okay, and then the price has formed this consolidation pattern. Now with that consolidation, we saw that price currently creating this pattern where I think that we could see that this support, you can see there's a wickless candle on the daily on GBPUSD. Now with that wickless candle, either the price might test this support, or without testing we might see the price is pushing to the upside. Now from the lower time frame perspective, from the 4 hour, this price action is, as you can see, it's from the higher time frame it's bullish, we know that from the weekly, but from the lower time frame it's still the price making bearish movement. You can see there is an impulse correction. So it's a smaller trending market to the downside on GBPUSD. Okay, and with that movement we can expect the price to continue to drop. Now in that case it's contradicting, right? On the weekly we see that there is a bullish market structure. On the lower time frame we still see bearish, because there is already an impulse and it's a pullback, right? So what is likely to happen? What I think that, as you can see from the weekly, the price left this week at the bottom on the weekly. Okay, now this is a support level on the weekly on GBPUSD. Now if I look at the daily, what I think that we might see from the lower time frame, an attempt from the seller to break this daily low. Okay, and then from this zone we could see that the market is again reversing to the upside. So with that being said, let's see how it reacts for me GBPUSD. What I will be waiting for is either the price being rejected from here and creating a strong bullish price action for potential long opportunity, or if we see that, let's say, a pullback is going on, and then from this zone has given a strong selling opportunity, then we will be going short on GBP USD. So these are the things that we will be waiting for a potential trading setup on GU. So in the meantime, guys, let me know in the chat which one you are up to, so that I know exactly. Good morning, coach. Kindly assist me on gold analysis. Yeah, absolutely, look at it. Good evening from Nevada. Thank you. Good evening from Sydney. Thank you for joining this live session. Let me know, guys, in the meantime, what's your city? Like, I want to know everyone is from where, so that we can get to know each other more on it. And also do a favor for me, give a big like. Okay, when everyone like this stream, it goes to more people. It really helps me to generate, reach to more people, and that really helps me in the channel. So give a big like, thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to give a big like to the stream. Okay, thank you very much for that. So let's jump back to the gold to see what it is doing now. As I mentioned earlier, that we are short, we just have opened a short trade on gold before the live streaming, and as I also posted analysis yesterday on TradingView on YouTube, exactly this is what I expected. And we have that trade that we have opened on gold, which is running in profit. Now this is the trade early today was sent to the VIP students who are trading with us in the VIP Telegram channel. 1975.50, we have sold at stop loss at 1978.75 and take profit target at 1968.43. This is the take profit target. Let's see how it goes. If we see that gold has reached that zone, we might close with 50% profit and move the and stop loss at entry, and we could run the trade, keep going. Now, what's the reason behind the trade? Let's jump onto it and let's see what is the next opportunity available for us for trading gold in this situation, because this is the first day of trading week, and first day of trading week is always the best trade, for, I think that for me, I'm sure that you guys also enjoy the first day, because this is the day when everyone opens position, especially because in the beginning of week, everyone, especially those who are trading on prop firm challenge and many other areas, so they open positions on the beginning of trading week. So what I see that in this chart now, as you can see from this is the 1 hour chart, guys. Now you can see that gold, in fact, this is the opening candle of the session. Now this candle is the key candle here on gold. Now the reason is this candle opened with a strong momentum in it. Now if you closely look at this 4 hour price action, what we see that gold has formed a big bearish candle on the 4 hour. Now what you saw that this support here on gold, okay, is a neckline of reversal pattern. Now if you looked at my weekly forex forecast, probably you have seen that this is what exactly expected, that gold to break this high, grab liquidity, and then to continue to drop, and gold has done exactly as it is. Now the reason I have predicted in that accurate way is, as I mentioned, I do have a strategy to explain this kind of things that available for students who are learning in our academy, because it's all about learning. As I mentioned earlier to you guys, that being a trader is to be able to see the unseen. It's a very important concept that you need to grasp, because when you can see the unseen, which is coming up next, I mean, see means, what do I mean by that? Like being able to interpret from the past experience, and there is the key aspect of a trader. So we saw that gold has crossed this small candles high, okay, a little bit to the upside, and then we saw the price has grabbed liquidity from here and then rejected to the downside. Now with that rejection, okay, is formed a bearish engulfer, and back to back you saw there the back to back two red candles. Now there is a big gap opening here as well, as you can see on gold, and with that gap opening, okay, you see the price has crossed this high, okay, and across the low there's a gap opening, and exactly on the neckline, okay, this doji is quite significant because it's a manipulation doji, okay. This doji that you can see, it is a manipulation candle. You can see the price has tested this level and then has gone to the upside from this support, created this move, and then again cross, dropped to the downside. So this is a manipulation candle, and with that manipulation, what we have seen that gold has been rejected from that zone. Normally when you see there is a manipulation candle, now that candle in fact give a very important level for potential selling and buying, and this is what I have used to enter the trade that we are running now in our academy, which is running in good profit. Now, as I promised to you guys that we so far, this is the, I think, 16th trade in our forex trading wizard academy. One of them loser, 12 winner, and 3 break even. So this one, including this one, will be 16th trade. And as you can see, the entry, stop loss, and take profit exactly here in this zone. Now if you really want to have see this kind of trade in your private telegram group, private telegram channel, then there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. You can join us to learn our strategies and to trade with us. As you can see, the price now is coming down. Now let's look at where we can find next trading opportunity on gold, where we can see that gold is giving us another opportunity. Now Okay, so what we see that here, let me look at this 15-minute chart. So this is structure you can see on gold. It's a highly bearish structure. Okay, let me see what's happening here. Now when you look at the trend, because trend will tell you exactly which way you should be trading. Now if you look at the trend is normally, what do I look at when I see if a trend is an uptrend or a downtrend? Now if I look at that, then what I look at is when you see a market in a downtrend, then we look for series of lower high to be created. Okay, now when we see a market in an uptrend, always keep in mind this is the key points that I look at when I look at the trend. For an uptrend, always I look at the series of higher low. For a downtrend, I look at the series of lower high. So you can see that this is a downtrending market. Okay, this is a 15-minute chart, and from this level, okay, we saw that the market has rejected, big drop happened, and the price has come to this zone where this is the opening candle. Now the opening candle is a key candle that I always look at. Keep in mind, because the weekly opening candle will tell you exactly a lot of story behind what's happening. Now the opening candle is in fact a big bearish candle. You can see there is a lot of liquidity in that candle. It crossed this high completely, grabbed the liquidity and created this big long bearish engulfer, followed by we have seen that couple of candles to the upside created this pullback. Now from that pullback, we saw that gold has strongly formed series of lower high, which is a typical downtrending market structure. Now these are the factors that I look at. See, I try to communicate as much as I can, guys, so that you can learn it, because you are spending your time here, you are giving effort, your learning is because you want to be a profitable trader. And my goal here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy to help the trader to become a profitable, so that they can learn and grow as a trader, guiding them in the right direction. I also have limitations. Okay, I do have losing trade happens, but the best thing here is that you have a foundation where you can stand up to see how to become a trader. And this is my goal, and we are doing it very well. As you can see, this is only the academy. I think that you will find where everything in a very, very creative and fair way is done for everyone. And yeah, I'll keep up on it. The only thing I want from you guys, a big like. When you like, it helps me to stay motivated, and also engage in the conversation, engage in what you want to hear from us, give us a feedback, either positive or negative, and helps the channel and grow with it. Okay, though you know that trading is all about probability, and understanding trading will really bring freedom to one's life. It brings freedom to my life, and I'm sure that it will bring freedom to your life also, if you know how to trade and how to do it properly. And I focus mainly on risk management, because once you know how to enter a trade, exit a trade, and know the proper risk management, you always become profitable. Keep in mind, if you know risk management, if you have an emotional resilience and with little knowledge, I'm sure that you can become a consistently profitable trader. It's 100% possible, okay? And that's the best part in this trading game or trading business, because I have gone through many other business, and I found it that trading is the best thing that I love to do, because there's no hassle, there's no nothing. Just take the trade, manage the risk, and let the account is growing. When the bills needed, just pull out some profit from the account, pay the bills. Is the best thing one can ever do, what I think that. And that's why I follow everywhere. And I told you that, guys, when I started couple of I think a month now, with a smaller account. Now smaller account could be in different sizes. Now this is the smaller account that I started with 5,000 only, and I'm growing that account. It's now grown to, you can see that it's now 10,000, that $5,000, and you can see all the trades that I have taken, just to help you to see that actually you can grow a smaller account and then become profitable and become an independent trader. It's possible. Growing a smaller account, it could be a smaller account for your $100 account, 500, depends on your situation. But the way I define a smaller account in my strategy is, I will say that a smaller account could be a 1 week salary, could be your, okay, if you are in a first world country, or your a 1 month salary at max, could be a smaller account. And there is no specific definition of a smaller account. It depends on person to person, because based on your current situation, income will determine a smaller account. And I recommend a smaller account in the beginning, because there is a lot of risk involved in trading. Even you did the right trade, you took the right trade, you found the right strategy, but probably you made a mistake on executing the trade. This happened to me. I remember in Eurusdjpy, when I started trading, everything was perfect. I took a trade, but by error, I put a stop loss just 1 point, let's say 1.9. Instead, I put 1.09, and that account overnight wiped out $25,000, just putting a wrong stop loss by mistake. So this kind of risk associated. So that's why I recommend trading on a smaller account with proper risk management, okay? And that's why you can see that I'm showing you that it's possible. Now probably you have seen, some people might tell you that, okay, $50 to 50,000, I don't believe in it, trust me. I can't tell you that you can transfer and take $50 to 50,000. Anyone did that, let me know in the chat, okay? Be real, be honest with yourself, be realistic. Now what I'm showing is the real proof that you can double account if you have the right strategy. I did it. I can't say that you can, it's a wrong wording, but the way I'm explaining, I did. I have shown you what is realistically possible, is that in just a matter of a month, I take a 5,000 to 10,000. That means that it's almost 100% return in a month, which is incredible return, unbelievable. Now my goal for this account to take it to, let's say, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and you will be on this live. So make sure that you give a big like and stay tuned. And as I mentioned, that if you want to learn more, always there is an opportunity available for you, for everyone. So you see that gold has dropped, and it's dropping to the direction of our profit zone. So we are, I think, how much profit we are running currently? We are almost 1-to-1 profit, but I want to keep that trade on, because I want to take the full profit on it. Let's see, after dropping further, then we might close 50% of the profit, and then I'll bring the entry, stop loss at entry. And I'm managing, it's called the trade management. It's very important that when to bring the entry to the stop loss. How many of you actually really know when to move the stop loss at entry to make the trade break even? What do you know? Let me know in the chat that do you really have any kind of rule that you follow to bring the entry to the stop loss and make the trade break even? Because I'll share some of my funny things happen in that, and I'm sure that you also in the same journey. Many times a very good trade, just because I brought the entry, stop loss at entry, the trade take me out of, and then the trade exactly hit the profit target, but it took me out of the trade. I didn't lose anything, but it could be a very good winning trade. So that's why, and then I realized that what really factors I should consider when I'm bringing the entry to the stop loss. So let me know what you follow, then I'll look at, in fact, I'll discuss what I do in that case. Good afternoon. Thank you from joining from South Korea. You're welcome. Fixed cash, what's the tip is? Thank you. Good morning, coach. South Africa, please check Gbpusd. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, coach. So if gold is selling, what will happen to DXY? It will change its direction. Yeah, that in this couple of weeks, in fact, DXY, it's not going along the direction of gold. Interestingly, the reason is because gold is always moving opposite direction of DXY all the time, but for the time being we saw that DXY and gold moving in the same direction. So it's really kind of interesting, is because of the economic turmoil that happened with the starting of the bank collapse. These things happen, and we'll look at it. I'll discuss it more on this one, guys, how it is happening. Thank you very much. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining this live session. So let's look at now we'll be come back to gold again later. Okay, I'm sure that for those who followed the analysis, definitely in a good trade on gold. Okay, and because gold, this is what exactly the analysis was posted on YouTube and in TradingView, guys, so that because for those who are not in VIP Telegram, I really want to help them so that they can get the proper guidance and analysis. Okay, so we see that here okay, let me look at some other instrument, what they're doing. Okay, NASDAQ, as you can see, NASDAQ is doing exactly as expected. Okay, NASDAQ, as we saw that there was a big bullish market structure has formed in NASDAQ. All right, so you see that this is the NASDAQ, and what you can see that the price has formed this big impulse correction. So the price was respecting this support level on NASDAQ, and from here we can see that the market, this is what also analyzed on NASDAQ. We saw that there is a big liquidity gap from this level on NASDAQ. Now with that liquidity gap, the price has been rejected to the upside with this long doji. Now with the doji formation, what we saw that NASDAQ grab liquidity and broken to the upside. Now what we can see, the price is respecting this resistance here, okay, resistance here, which turns support here. And previous session, this is 4 hour, has formed a doji on this level of support zone here. Okay, now we saw the price immediately started to go long, but for me to go to go long on Nasdaq, what I need that the price to come back down here, okay, to grab liquidity and to test this both support here, resistance here, turn support, then we'll be going long on Nasdaq. This is my main goal in this one, to look for potential trading opportunity. Now what I see that you can see this is a 1 hour chart, and there is an impulse here, okay. With that impulse, the price is corrected to this level. Now with that correction, we saw that there is a little bit of a consolidation here, okay. Now with that consolidation, what we can expect on Nasdaq, the price to break down. What I think that what I need is a little more deeper, okay, because there is an imbalance here in the market, okay. We see there is an imbalance. This is the gap that has not been filled yet on Nasdaq, okay. And with that imbalance, what we need, the price to come back down here, okay, and then to grab liquidity and then to continue to rise. So this is what I will be waiting on Nasdaq to drop in that zone where there is an imbalance, fill that gap, and then to give us potential bullish trading opportunity. So as soon as we will find, we will be considering going long on Nasdaq, okay. Going back to gold, what we see that gold, it's exactly doing, so we are almost in our profit level, okay. This is the trade alert that sent to the students early today, 1975. We have sold on gold 2 hours earlier, the live session, which is at 2:52 p.m. Sydney time, as you can see, which is now 4:23 p.m. in my area. And our stop was very tight, 1978.75, take profit at 1968.43, and gold is almost hitting the take profit target now. Let me explain why I have taken this trade now, and also why did I send. Now this trade is almost which is, I think the right entry point is here. Let me put the right entry point on the chart. $1968.43. So TP targeted so yeah, you are almost one-on-one on this one. Now in what situation I have entered, if you look at the 1 hour chart, okay, we can see that gold has formed this structure. This is where I called for this trade, because what is worked for me, guys, this is the best thing you can learn if you want to really make money from the market, is there is no alternative to learning. Now you can see that this is 1 hour chart, and last day of trading week, there is a lower high has been created here. You can see that we are in, I think we are in the New York session live that time, so there is a lower high, okay. With that lower high creation, we have seen that gold created this big impulse, okay. Now once today market open, you can see that once the price has broken out of this long-term trend, the price left this neckline, this support, which turned resistance here, okay. Now once today market open, and if you look at the previous analysis, that the price opened with this big long bearish engulfer. Now this big long bearish engulfer is, there is a support here, okay, which is turn resistance here. Now with that support turn resistance, we saw that Nasdaq has caused tested this previous support, which turned resistance. And with that being said, we can see that Nasdaq has been rejected. Now the way the price action is formed is exactly strongly bearish price action. Now how do I know? When you see a couple of things that must consider when you are considering a market is a bull market or a bear market. The first thing that I look at is the trend. Trend is your friend for the rest of your life. Keep in mind, I'm a trend trader, and that's why we are so successful in all those trades that we take, is because of the trend. If you trade with the trend, you always be in the winning side. I mean, always be in the profitable streak. Like your overall trading result will be in profit, because trend always will keep you in the bigger winning side. Okay, probably you have seen quite a few trade or analysis that I posted, because even if you, let's say, one or two trade has gone the other way, okay, it may happen, but if you trade with the trend, okay, you in fact move in the direction. Okay, because when you trade with the trend, you create you take a trade, one or two trade will move in such a way that it will give you everything that you need from the market. So you see that gold has, from this 1 hour chart, has formed a strong downtrend, and in that zone we see that gold is, you can see that gold is respecting this level. Now this level is quite significant. We can see that there is a big movement happen here. Okay, this is the support here. Okay, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Okay, so with that support and resistance, we have seen that gold respecting this level. Now this is the 1 hour candle that has closed. Now this is where the price started to move, and this is where I know that this market is likely to drop. I could be wrong. As I mentioned, everything here is only for educational purpose. What I'm saying, that the way I thought, so that you can understand how I look at the market. Because when I took my mentorship, I always, instead of taking a random trade, I always looked at how he look at the market. This is the very, very important criteria. In fact, really will help, because when you, not only me, if you find anyone you think that understand the market in depth, see how he or she looks at the market, and then you look in the same way and reprogram that in your mind. First day you may not be able to do that, because in fact everything takes a little bit of time. So you need to look at the market in the way a trader look at. And normally, why am I saying this? Say, many times I hear from everyone that gold is in the top, can I buy, can I buy? Okay, so what you need to understand is that when the market is trending down and the market in a pullback, look for selling opportunity. Now there is a tendency, works in me also, that used to work, is when we see the top, feel like selling, and when we see the bottom, we feel like the buying. So the best way is to look for top for buying when there is a the market in a pullback, and then look for bottom for selling. So these are the things that I think that one must understand as a trader, and then it becomes much easier. Okay, so let me know in the chat how you are looking at the market. Okay, so with that said, let's see. I'm just looking at which one we can find the best. Okay, so looking at now, with that said, what we see that the price from this level created this this movement, and this is where the trade was taken. And as you can see, the series of lower high in a trending market is always a sign of further drop, you know. And then you can see, if you go to the 15 minutes, you can see how the candle has formed. And you can see the price was respecting this resistance, creating series of lower high, and from that zone we saw that in fact this movement happened so far. Okay, so you see that the market is in fact is trending to the downside now. So far we had gain. Let me see which way the market is trying to do now we see that an hourly candle is going to close very soon. Let me see if we can find this is the 4-hour candle also going to close, but I think that we could see further drop in this market. Okay, and I'll be really waiting for the price to break to the downside. I'll keep running the trade until I see the full profit in it. So almost 40-50p profit has come. So one long candle on the 5 minutes. On gold, is it going to reverse? I don't think that it's gonna reverse. I think it's just it's a pullback, and you know, we should see the market again returning back to the support level. See that it's now coming down again. So let's see how it does, guys. Let me know which one you are trading. So this is the trade, guys. As I mentioned, that we are running on gold. As I mentioned in yesterday's analysis as well, and also I posted that we are going to short on gold, and we did that, and which is running in profit. And I'm gonna add position in this live session if we see an entry opportunity coming up. Okay, let's see how it does. Okay, you can see that on the 5 minutes now, this green move is a minor liquidity grab to me. Okay, if it started to drop now, it should be coming down well below this level. Okay, now if the price breaks this low, we might bring the entry, a stop loss at entry, okay, just to make the trade break even, and then we'll hold the trade for the full 2 times 2% profit. Okay, one trade will give us everything we need for this week. So let's see how it does, and any position coming up along the way, okay, we'll be looking for to see how it does. Okay, now from the 4-hour, you can see that the market has, this is the strong liquidity gap here, and the price slowly, you see this is also a support and resistance here. Okay, let me see if we need to. We are currently running around 23 pip. Okay, profit. Let me see how this one is closing. Let me see how this 15 minutes candle does. If we need, we might close with the profit, because if we see that gold is reversing, for because we have a very tight stop loss. Okay, our stop loss is only 34 pip, 35 pip stop loss. So if gold is reversing, then we need to take the profit. Because the only thing is there's a weakless candle here. You see, this is the 15 minutes chart, and there is a weakless candle. Okay, now this weakless candle could mean many things. Firstly, it could mean that the market trying to reverse from here to the upside for short term, or it could mean that there is a liquidity here, the price will come to grab and then will continue to drop. Okay, so let me see how this 15 minutes candle is closing on gold, and then we'll know exactly what is likely to happen. Okay, I see that there is a selling pressure coming, okay, which is good. There is a gap opening on the 5 minutes here. Okay, so you see, I think that gold should be dropping. Okay guys, I need a big like, and you can see in the live market how the trading works. So you see that Okay, so gold is moving in the direction as expected. Okay, looks like that we'll see further drop. Very interesting. Let me see. Okay, so you see that no. Can we see that there might be a reversal on the lower time frame, so we're gonna close gold trade with profit. Okay, so I'm gonna close profit. Okay, so we close with gold profit in that zone. Okay, because from here it could happen that it could continue to drop, or it could just go up for a deeper liquidity gap. So we don't want to take that risk, we want to take that profit. Okay, it's a gold market, guys. I don't want to miss the profit for the time being, because I always try to stay in the winning side. Okay, it could, with this doji, it could drastically drop, but because this is the first trade of the week, okay, I want to secure the profit, and I have advised to the students to close with the profit. Okay, because the price might drop further. Let's secure profit for this one, and then once it will arrive again, we will jump on a trade. Again, there's a lot of trading opportunity all the time. Okay, let's make money from it. Okay, all right, so looks like that there is a middleman formation on the 5 minutes. Okay, which is also a bearish candle. Okay, from the 4 hour we see that gold has, gold is still bearish, but because we had a very tight stop loss, we have closed the first trade in the week on gold. We closed with profit. Okay, so this is the trade alert that was sent, and which is closed with profit. Now it's gone. So let's look at now what else we have in the market to trade. Okay, we see that from, let me look at all of them, guys, to see. Okay, so especially I see that very interesting things happening with the gold. Okay, which is looks like that still showing very strong bearish momentum. Yeah, there is a middleman on the 15 minutes. Okay, I think it will continue to drop, so let's keep that trade secured. Another trade will come, because the market always will give you trading opportunity, and we'll keep always winning the trade. This is the main goal. There is a losing trade also comes, but in most of the time I want to stay in the winning side. Okay, so yeah, looks like that, because the way it is forming a structure here. Okay, anytime it could reverse, right, or it could continue to drop. So what I do is, in my trade, I take the trade from a very high probability area where the trade must go in the direction. In majority of the case, not, I can't say that always I'm right. There's some time also I go wrong, but I try to take the trade in a zone where there's a very high probability, and then once the trade going in the direction, moving the, managing the trades so that we can find proper ground to take the profit, or move the stop loss at entry. Techie, cool, new logo, missed the entry, no problems. Techie Wiki, I know that you probably missed the entry, no problem. There will be more trades coming up in the New York session, in the London session. It's just starting, guys. If you miss that, let it miss. Sometime it happens. This is my breakfast trade. Okay, I love the first trade on the week to take with profit. That's why I closed a bit earlier, because it could reverse again. And my breakfast trade, I always try to take with profit, and that's how I love to trade. Coach, please tell us the rules. Okay, yeah, of course. The rules of the strategy, you mean? Yeah, absolutely, no problems. Thank you. Euro USD, absolutely. Good morning from Senegal. Thank you. Can you explain how you draw trend line on gold? Do you consider weeks, or is it just general trend? Okay, we see that gold now moving down. I think that the way this green candle on gold, which is a liquidity gap, I think this will continue to drop. Okay, as I mentioned, this is the first trade that we have closed with profit a bit earlier, but okay, so you see this green candle on the 5 minutes, it's a fake move. All right, so it is a fake move, and that fake move is a liquidity gap. Okay, so this is a liquidity gap. You can see this is how the liquidity gap happens, and now the price in a zone where we see further probability to drop. Okay, there is a sound is coming here. Okay, so from the 30 minutes perspective on gold, you can see there's a one candle has crossed the previous one's high, and there's a head and shoulder. Okay, there's a head and shoulder formation here on the 30 minutes on gold. I think that we could find another selling opportunity. Okay, I know that some of you have missed the trade, and that's why I'm gonna jump on again as soon as I will find trading opportunity, guys. This is my job all the time, sitting looking for the best trade possible for my students who are trading with me, and also I want to make money from trading. That's the goal of all about trading, is to gain freedom. Okay, now if you want to learn the strategies that we are trading and also trade with me in this private Telegram channel, the way we traded, just we have closed, you have seen by your own eyes, we have closed a gold trade, and I want to take another one as soon as I will find opportunity. You can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website and join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. And I sincerely believe that, guys, you are enjoying this live session. There is a free Telegram channel link given in the chat, guys. You can join the free Telegram channel for all the updates, educational content. Everything is posted there. If you want to be there, there is a link given in the chat as well. Sean, how to trade middleman? Very good question. Okay, let me look at the 30 minutes candle on gold. This is we see that there is a breakout candle, this 30 minutes candle. Let me look at the 15 minutes. So there is a bearish candle is forming on the 30 minutes, which also has a retest of this neckline of this head and shoulder. Okay, and highly likely that this price might continue to drop. Okay, so with that said, yeah, we could see that gold might dropping as expected. Okay, as expected, gold may continue to drop. Okay, the way this price action has formed, this is the 30 minutes chart, and I see that gold is forming a bearish price action. Okay, so we have closed our trade with profit. Let me see if we can enter again, because it was forming at that time that price action was not that much of impressive. Now we see that, so this is the middleman. Okay, you see that middleman, and that middleman has been manifested to the downside, and this is a fake move to the upside. Okay, okay, so to calculate the PEEP, Tech UK, if you are our channel, yesterday I posted a video, and also I will share the spreadsheet with the lot sizes and everything, because on gold, if you don't have a risk management tool, then you need to use I have given an ideal size and lot size based on your account, so you can use that if you want. I'll show you. I'll share that spreadsheet with everyone in my New York session. I'll share this spreadsheet with everyone in this live session for everyone community, giving an idea of lot size for gold, what lot sizes can be based on your account size. So going back to gold again, this is the 30-minute chart. Looks to me that gold is preparing for another drop, and anytime I will find an entry, I will jump on again. We closed our gold trade, the first trade of the week, with profit. I want to take another one with another profit, so let's see how it does. But so far in this 30 minutes chart, we see that gold has formed a head and shoulder breakdown. Now this one is a bearish candle which is closing in 4 minutes time, which has a liquidity gap. What I think that the market might drop from here to the downside. Okay, so let's see how it does. I'll keep watching, and due to the time limit, I need to end the session now. In the meantime, if you want to trade with me all of this and learn our strategies, link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. You can visit the website and join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon in the next live. And also guys, if you are looking for regulated broker, also link in the description. You can join our trade. They are regulated, and also they're our recommended broker. As you can see, gold is now creating a drop, and I think it will continue to drop. So let's keep it up, and I'll let you know guys what we are doing. Thank you.